Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NFL legend DeMarcus Ware reveals interest in Cowboys job. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys had a pretty forgettable 2024 NFL season. After a 1-0 start to the season, Dallas dropped 7 of their next 9 games, falling out of a playoff position. To make matters worse, quarterback Dak Prescott suffered a season-ending hamstring injury halfway through the season. The Cowboys finished at 7-10, and all of a sudden found themselves with a big hole. Jones and coach Mike McCarthy had mutually agreed to part ways, leaving Dallas in the head coaching hunt. On Thursday, Cowboys legend DeMarcus Ware joined the Rich Eisen show and discussed the vacant coaching position in Big D. He initially gave his preferred choice for Dallas' next head coach. "I think that Jason Witten can be the coach for the Dallas Cowboys," Ware said. "Think about a Dan Campbell. What he did for the Detroit Lions. I think that Jason Witten can do the same things for the Dallas Cowboys." Ware went on to reveal his interest in the Cowboys linebackers coach job if Witten were to be hired. "If I had an opportunity to coach the linebackers," Ware added, "to go in there and do it the right way. I think that I can make a huge impact with those guys in some type of capacity. I got to do it with the Denver Broncos, and they were number 1 at the time. No doubt, I would really consider that." Ware also admitted he has not told Jones of his interest yet. Ware played for the Cowboys from 2005 to 2013 and became one of the franchise's best pass rushers. He holds team records for most career sacks, 117, most forced fumbles, 32, and most tackles for loss, 145. Ware spent his entire Dallas tenure alongside Witten. The Cowboys have announced interviews of 4 different head coaching candidates so far, including their own offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, Seahawks assistant head coach Leslie Frazier, Eagles OC Kellen Moore, and former Jets head coach Robert Saleh. Whoever Jones ends up hiring, they might want to consider bringing in Ware. Cowboys CB Trayvon Diggs underwent knee surgery. Recovery time could go past training camp. The Dallas Cowboys took a big blow to their defense in 2024 when Trayvon Diggs was shut down for the rest of the season in December with an injury to his left knee. It marked the second consecutive year that Diggs had to be put on the shelf with a knee issue. The All-Pro went under the knife on Thursday. The procedure he had done is called chondral tissue graft surgery. Per ESPN's Todd Archer, Diggs will have a recovery time that could likely spill over into training camp as well as the regular season. With back-to-back major knee surgeries, the future for Diggs in Dallas now has some question marks. There's no doubt that Diggs is a great player when he's healthy and at his best, but availability is the ultimate trait for any athlete, and he hasn't been able to be relied for a few seasons now. This also brings the cornerback position even more to the forefront in terms of the NFL draft for the Cowboys. Darren Bland returned from a foot injury after missing 2 months of the season, but he wasn't quite the same All-Pro performer he was in 2023. Also, veteran Jordan Lewis is a free agent, and rookie Kalen Carson has his fair share of struggles. Hopefully, Diggs can have a speedy recovery and get back to action once the 2025 campaign begins. Pete Carroll emerges as wildcard candidate for Cowboys job. The Dallas Cowboys coaching search added a new name to the mix on Thursday, with Jerry Jones connecting with Pete Carroll. Carroll won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks and has been a name mentioned on the coaching carousel this season. While the Cowboys have shown interest in Carroll but have yet to set up an official interview, per Nick Harris of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. The Star-Telegram has confirmed that Jones has contacted former Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll regarding the opening, Harris said. The conversation has been described as informal, although the interest is legitimate enough to be reported. Carroll has built a legendary coaching career at both the collegiate and professional levels. After early NFL head coaching stints, he rose to prominence at USC, leading the Trojans to 2 national championships and 7 straight conference titles. He joined the Seattle Seahawks in 2010 and transformed the franchise into a perennial contender, winning a Super Bowl in 2013 and earning a second appearance the following year. Carroll and the Seahawks went their separate ways following the 2023 season. Carroll had interest in the Chicago Bears job, but they opted to hire former Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. Cowboys appear close to hiring Brian Schottenheimer. The news on Carroll comes after Brian Schottenheimer completed 2 extended interviews with the Cowboys. Schottenheimer has served as the offensive coordinator in Dallas for the last 2 seasons and appears to be the heavy frontrunner to land the job. Clarence Hill of All City DLLS reported that a deal with Schottenheimer is imminent. Look for the Cowboys to cross the finish line on hiring Brian Schottenheimer no later than Friday, possibly today, Hill wrote on X on Thursday. The Cowboys are looking to replace Mike McCarthy, who saw his contract expire on January 14. Schottenheimer did not call plays during his time as offensive coordinator under McCarthy. Cowboys have interviewed multiple candidates. Schottenheimer was the 4th person to interview for the job and the only internal candidate. Former New York Jets coach Robert Saleh, Seattle Seahawks assistant Leslie Frazier, and Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore have also interviewed. Saleh signed on with the San Francisco 49ers to be their defensive coordinator on Thursday, taking him out of the mix. Moore was once the favorite to land the job but is still coaching the Eagles in the postseason. The most attention-grabbing name linked to the Cowboys job has been Deion Sanders. Like Carroll, Sanders had a casual conversation with Jones about the opening. To hear from Jerry Jones is truly delightful, and it's intriguing, Sanders told ESPN. I love Jerry and believe in Jerry. After you hang up, and process it, and think about it, it's intriguing. But I love Boulder and everything there is about our team, the coaches, our student body, and the community. An official interview has not taken place with Sanders, who is currently under contract with Colorado. He's negotiating an extension with the university, and many theorized the very public flirting with the Cowboys could have been a negotiating tactic. And you, fan? What do you think about Pete Carroll's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.